Welcome to the channel and happy holidays. Today is the day after Christmas, so Merry Christmas to those who celebrate it. And also today is my birthday. I turned 33 years old. Doesn't feel old, but my body's definitely catching up to me. But just did a solo mission. Last few weeks I've been dealing with some brake issues. Had to really completely redo all my drum brakes. Learned a lot during that lesson. Me and my brother helped me out and made sure we got them on secure. Had to adjust a couple times to get them off because they were pretty grinded out. I'll probably throw a video up in there that way so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
All right, so new one's on, and this is what I was dealing with on the front one, which is why I was becoming an issue coming off. However, I did not get new rotors, so I'm hoping that I can make these do till I get those in and kind of true that up. So this has been a fun project.
But I came down to southeast Oklahoma Ouachitas, and this right here is one of my favorite campsites here. As you can tell, we're surrounded by pines, beautiful pines and cedars all around, and we got an overlook over here to enjoy the mountain. It's winter time, and if you believe it or not, I'm wearing shorts and boots. It's kind of odd to be out here in the day after Christmas, and it's 70-something degrees outside. So I just wanted to say thanks to everybody. Thanks for all the support, supporting my channel. I just like sharing these adventures and hopping on here and giving you my take on my exploration and to get to enjoy time with him. He's almost 12 years old and still putting like a little puppy. So it makes me ecstatic to be able to have these adventures with him. Yeah, but we just got camp set up and the area is so beautiful around here. We got a nice little fire pit right over here. We're just chopping up some wood to get that going. We're gonna have a cliffside view right here with the fire going tonight, and it should make for some good time to self-reflect, kind of just reminisce of the past year that we've gone through, the trials and tribulations that we faced, the mindset that we've kept through all the challenges that arose, which is why I call it Zen Overlanding. Zen is about the mindset that you keep through all the challenges you face on the path, off the path, in life, and so on. So yeah, stoked to be out here, and thanks for joining me, guys. All right, tonight's dish is going to be a meal prep thing. Went ahead and chopped up some broccoli, chicken, and seasoned it all. And we're going to make like kind of a stir fry for this. Should make for a good dish tonight, so. All right, we got this going. We're gonna toss those veggies in there now. tall people problems. I'm 6'1". Most of the time I try to get this thing a little higher than me, but like this part's good. Oh yeah, I gotta set these up. That makes for some extra headroom, but I still gotta duck around the awning pieces, awning frame. Yeah, this is crazy. It's Christmas, wintertime, and right now I'm wearing shorts, which is crazy. I don't think I've experienced this in years. If you're from Oklahoma and you remember that 2008, 2009 ice storm, that was one for the books. I remember we couldn't get around for like 2 weeks and power was off for like a week and a half of it. Me and my friends did some hood rat stuff back in the day and it was crazy. But yeah, experiencing this in the middle of winter. You can definitely tell the seasons are changing. It's like the seasons are getting delayed till more so January, February is really when the cold sets in, and sometimes even a little early March. I've been noticing November and December haven't been quite as cool. Because I remember I used to go to the fairgrounds way back in the day, and that would be late October, and it would always be, or late September, early October, and always be like jacket weather. Well, now it's definitely humid and still hot, so yeah, kind of crazy to experience that. All right, dinner is going to be served. So this is the meal tonight. Let's give it a initial test bite with all the veggies. Excellent. Right now it's as still as it can be. We have the sun just setting, fire going. Peaceful moments in these Ouachita National Forest right now. Couldn't ask for a better birthday evening to self-reflect and come out here and just be alone in nature with my dog. It's one of those things that once you get comfortable spending time alone, you find solace and escape and just being by yourself, being with your own thoughts, listening to the sounds of nature, slowly quieting the mind from the fast-paced life around the city, the work life. It's peaceful, but I will say that deep down in me, the solace that I've craved the last 2 years doing this is yearning for connection, community. And as I kind of leave behind some of my old life, but I'm not yet born into my new one, and I'm not yet bound. It's kind of like the limbo moment of finding those people, finding that purpose, finding that connection that just simply is without judgment, and to allow you to be yourself without, putting up a guard through your emotions, through your mind, your mentality of where you come from. And I feel like, the community does really good because even though we all have different backgrounds, we share one thing. And that's the love for the outdoors, the love for exploring. And if you're a mindful person, you can relate to that connection, that you just find peace out here. The fire crackling, the light glimmering as the dawn sets. On this day, I'm grateful. And I want to thank all you guys for supporting the channel and, just joining me on these adventures. Man, I will say the truck's looking real good with the lighting. Adds a nice ambience to the background of the work site. As you can tell, we've got it lined up all around with the camp lights on the side to enter the tent, the camp lights on the back for the cooking sessions in the back of it, and the campsite on the side for the awning sessions. So yeah, as I eat, he's now eating, which is good. He's usually stubborn about him eating for the night. But all right, grand rising, waking up to a beautiful morning in southeast Oklahoma Ouachitas. This is one of my favorite areas. Just look at, surrounded by all the pines, the density of the forest around us. I love that the trees still stay alive through the wintertime, and you're able to see through the mountainside with all the brush kind of falling down from the other trees. So it makes for a great scenic view to wake up to. And yeah, beautiful weather last night. Light cover with the breeze coming on, and yeah, I couldn't ask for a better birthday to spend out here in camp. So today's mission is to explore this trail some more. Hopefully we can pin up to this top of this viewpoint over here, and then based off some of the mapping, some of the locals have said there was some huge down trees. Looked like a tornado hit a while back, but somebody put in the man work to clear a path. So I'm hoping that I can make it, and my long bed isn't going to be an issue. However, these Ouachita trails are more suited for like forerunners, side-by-side, stuff like that. Something with a smaller wheelbase, skinnier, and less length. And I'm running the max of them all with like 142, 143 inches on my long wheelbase, long bed Tacoma. But I love this truck, won't trade it for anything. But yeah, hopefully we can make it through there and then get around. And then I'm going to see if I can make it down towards this camp spot that I pinned and celebrate there tonight. And then in the morning, head back out and start the week afresh. So I'm not really hungry for breakfast right now. Was gonna make some coffee, but even then, don't really like the acidity on my stomach with a warmer morning. Usually coffee for a colder morning for me, and just gonna raw dog it and hope to get by today. So we're gonna enjoy our time packing up. I'm gonna see if I can catch some drone shots right here and see what the area's like. So. All right, so I'm currently getting out to walk some of this trail. OnX has it rated a 7. Based off the description, this is going to be an in and out trail that goes up to the top of this rock. So I'm going to see if there's any down trees, how tight it actually gets, and if the long bed Tacoma can make it up here with no problem. Most of these other trails have been kind of misrated, and I've been able to do them, but you know, I'm not really in the mood for rock bashing or trying to squeeze through some trees and stuff like that right now, add more damage to the truck. So looks like a fun little trail. We got some rocky sections, red dirt, pines all around. So man, I love the Ouachitas. It's just absolutely amazing and beautiful out here. So we'll continue onward, see if this trail is doable, and we'll get back to you. All right, so there it is, pretty technical. That first little byway was super easy, and then we started getting into like a straight incline, and then there was like some 3-foot rock ledges, some off-camber stuff. You know, I could rock stack and get it, but the hike was worth the view. Let me just show you where we're at. That's epic. All right, so I'm getting out walking some of these trails because I know the Ouachitas are really tight. The first trail that I checked out, there's an obstacle. I mean, I might go back and just send it to that one, but it's a pretty steep ledge, about 3 foot, and it's coming around a roundabout or a switchback. And I probably could make it, but riding solo is a little risky because there's no turning around on the trail. So I head over to this other trail. A forerunner had reported that he made it through with a bunch of down trees. However, I'm realizing I'm probably, I don't know, 40 plus more inches longer than he is. So I'm walking through these tree gates over here, and as you can tell, it's winding in and out, and it's more suited for like a side-by-side, a Wrangler or a forerunner. Anything longer or wider than that's going to have trouble getting through here. So our plans for the day are switching, so we're going to try to remap and figure out where we're going now. We might revisit some old stuff that we've been to around here, and we might head down more south and just see if we can take up some scenic routes, because there's not much technical off-roading over there, or even moderate stuff. So yeah, the mission is just to get out this weekend, enjoy the holiday, get out for my birthday, and just go camp one last time for the year and reflect on life again. So let's back out and see where we head to next. So since those two trails kind of failed me, we're just making this a day of exploration, tracking through some of these tracks and then seeing what we can find. Came across this little low water dam over here, seen this chair, and then popped over here and seen this cool view. This is beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna continue hiking over here. All right, what do you think, buddy? He's been enjoying the hiking essence of the trails today, kind of getting out and testing the tracks. Again, these tracks out here are more suited for like side-by-sides, Wrangler Jeeps, Forerunners, Land Cruisers, stuff like that. So, but you know, we've been through a lot of these in the long bed Tacoma, making for a nice challenging track. So
right, so the trail that I had mapped where we're gonna go was like a short bypass, and it started off gentle, and then I was like, okay, this is something I need to get out and walk. Well, we're going uphill, there's a bunch of off-camber stuff. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be fun. Well, I get to up to the very tip of it, and it's like a 5-foot washout V-notch, no bypass, and that's something that I'm definitely not going to enjoy trying to get by. So I did like a 60-point turn, super tight to the trees over there, and made my way out. So I'm gonna go the long route to get over to where we're gonna go. I pinned this camp spot a while back, and it's at the top of this mountain. So hopefully it's open, and we're gonna see it then. Made it to camp. This thing's pretty awesome. We're up at the top of a mountain, like mountaintop, and you can see Forest Mountain that way, Forest Mountain this way, and it's surrounded by dense pines all around us, which is really cool. And we got this awesome fire pit. Yeah, focus that. So it's super sweet to be out here. Hope you guys are enjoying it. We got a soft bed of pine needles all over the place. And then the track just goes right here. So we're gonna finish that out, and we're thinking about pinning another spot kind of towards the K Trail, and seeing if we want to do the Beach Grove turnout. So that'll be cool if we make it over there. Anyway, I'm getting distracted by mushrooms I found on the ground down there. I swear my brain just can't keep thinking in the moment sometimes. It's always like, or it's in the now when I'm trying to do something. Anyway. Mushrooms. Alright, so we're just chilling, and it's picking up some wind pretty good right now. We got the sun about to peak over here after a little while. It's about 4 something. And yeah, a thought rolled through my head, what if one of these trees fall? But you know, it looks like most of these trees around here are pretty secure. So as I'm looking at the canopy top, just kind of swaying across, makes you wonder, you know, the what ifs when you're sleeping at night, like can a tree fall over? Because you know, after watching one of these Baker Overland's recent video on a tree falling on one of his trail buddies out there, you know, you take some risk out here off-roading through these trails. All All right, so we just whipped up some Frito chili pie. This is my go-to dish when I'm camping, especially for a quick meal. Leave me a comment. I want to know, what is your quick meal that you go to every time, or at least most of the time that you camp? Leave a comment. Let me know.
All right, so I got a little windy. I ended up building a stone wall right here to protect the fire. Pine is very flammable, so I'm not trying to start forest fires because remember, Smokey Bear, only you can prevent forest fires. So we're probably going to do just a little bits at a time to kind of mitigate that, keep it real low, because we have a bunch of pine needles around here and this stuff's very flammable. Anyways, yeah, stoked on this campsite. Got this amazing view over here. Sun just set behind me, and we're up right here on the top of a whole hill in between two mountainsides. We got him doing over here pine angels. I call that because he moved the whole bed of pine around. Yeah, as you can see, kind of moving around. Thought that was funny. All right, good morning. Just waking up. It got really windy over here on the hilltop last night. As you can tell, trees are still blowing really heavy, so it's going to make for a windy ride out of here. We're going to go ahead and pack out. I just had some breakfast and just going to pack the rest of the things up out of here. Hopefully I can get it secured without the wind really blowing me around, because it is pretty heavy out here. So anyway, we're going to continue on down this trail, see where it's up at, and then make an assessment to see if we want to head back north or if we're going to go down south a little bit more and do a trail that I've always wanted to do. But till that moment, we're just going to pack out and hit the trails. So stay with me, stay tuned, and see where we end up. So I think that's going to conclude my trip for the weekend. We're going to come back out here with some folks later on and do some team trail riding, because a few of these trails are technical. I'd love to do them, but I just can't push myself to do it solo just in case something goes wrong. I've done a lot of things and I have faith in myself, but riding with a crew I think would be better. So if you guys want to come out to Oklahoma, I can show you around and we can get some good spots to go camping deep in the pines, the Ouachita National Forest. Let me know in the comment if you would like to join on a trip soon, and we can come down here and explore this area, get some good footage, and have a good time around the campfire. So till then, I'm gonna air up. I'm gonna head on out of here, and we'll see you next time.